Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article here from Fierce Network. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So there's just a couple more updates that I wanted to share with you guys on the 800 megahertz sale that T-Mobile did with Grain Management. So a few things to note. The 600 megahertz licenses that T-Mobile got from Grain, they were already in use on the T-Mobile network. T-Mobile was leasing them. So now T-Mobile just owns the spectrum. They no longer have to lease. So there's owner economics to that. But that spectrum has already been in use in those parts of the country where that company did own 600. So you won't get anything new from this. It's just T-Mobile taking ownership of the license versus leasing it. Another thing too, T-Mobile is set to get cash from this, and it's going to be a decent amount. I don't anticipate it to be the 3.59 billion, but I also don't anticipate them, like this says, to accept the $2.9 billion loss, because 600 is estimated to be worth around 600 million. So I don't expect them to take a 2.9 billion loss either. I expect them, like I said before, they must have gotten between 1.5 to 2.5 billion. And I agree with this article as well that will likely just go towards share repurchases. They're just going to do buybacks, dividend, whatever. That's what they're going to use that money for. I don't expect them to use that money for anything else. It's going to help the stock, and it was a very, very strategic play by T-Mobile. So essentially, T-Mobile's buying the 600 megahertz license. It already leased from Grain, as I mentioned. So that's nothing new that's coming to the network. It's already being used today. So as you can see here, as it says, ultimately, this is a very strategic deal for T-Mobile, as not only do they get 600 in some markets across the country, like I said, they're going to own it. They already use it. More importantly, they remove 14 megahertz from the spectrum screen, which eases their ability to acquire more 600 in other markets across the country. This could make their option to acquire Comcast 600 megahertz more achievable, and then maybe Dish's 600 if that ever comes available, right? So this is a smart strategic move by T-Mobile, right? So several updates. They now own the license. They no longer lease it. It's already in use today. And offloading 14 megahertz at 800 allows them to gain more 600 megahertz in markets where they are able to, right? So this could possibly get some markets 25 by 25, 30 by 30. I don't know the market breakdown, but T-Mobile has a lot of contiguous 600 across the country. Once the auction ended in 2017, they had an average of 31 megahertz. So most markets, they can do 15 by 15 once all of it is dedicated to NR. So now by going around buying up these other licenses, they can get 20 by 20, maybe 25 by 25 in some markets. And then if Dish ever does want to lease or sell that spectrum, right, that would give T-Mobile even more 600. I don't anticipate Dish to lease anymore because they are running an active network, a native network. So if they do sell, that probably would be the end of Dish at that point, if I'm being honest. So that's what T-Mobile is gearing up to do. They want to be below the spectrum screen so they can be ready for more 600. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.